guys, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of the Marya Prude Podcast. Welcome to another new episode. Yeah, we're back. We're back at Beth and Beyond Bakes. Last week we did an episode with my BFF. Did you check out that episode? Hey. Anyway, we're both at Beth and Beyond Bakes up at Ngong Road Business Center. We can get put on a Beth and Beyond Bakes. For all your cake needs, you don't necessarily need to come here physically. You can order through their IG. So IG only Beth _ Beyond _ Bakes. So you can check them out on Instagram. I'll give you a phone number at the end of the video. And you know, if you have a birthday, if you have an anniversary, if you have you want a cake slab for the house, for you to be biting a slice every week, every day of the week, it is okay. It is fine. But yeah, thank you, Beth and Beyond Bakes, for hosting us this week. The last episode that we did was really good, the Q&A session with my BFF. The comments were amazing. So let's go through some of the comments in there. I feel like it's been a while since we did Beth and Beyond Bakes episodes. Yeah, it's been a minute, but we are here now. And yeah, let's go through the comments. So we have George Raphael with the fire emojis kama kawaida. We have Eva. Eva is actually now my BFF who we did the episode with. This was fun. Thank you for having me. Thank you for agreeing to do this. Thank you so much. Tukona poru loved how in depth we've gone in this, and I'm like, yeah, we are deep people. We are deep human beings, and so yeah, loved doing it. Poru continues to say shout out to the dog. Yeah, the dog was a paid visitor, was a paid guest on the podcast. So yeah, her name is Bibi. Bibi is very playful, but she's amazing. Yeah, we have Kevin Mungai that says progress, keep shining, uplifting vibe. Yes, in this podcast we uplift, we grow, we heal, we unlearn, we learn, and we, try to be our best self. Yeah. We have Ruth that says a part 2 please. Wacha nitauliza Eva kama tutafanya part 2. I'll be like, do we have more questions? Then you can see we can do another part, right? So it was really fun doing that episode because it was not necessarily like the way we do every other episode. So yeah, I really had a good time. I really enjoyed it. So I don't mind doing a part 2. I do not. Yeah. So yeah, since the last time I was here, so this is what happened, guys. But yeah, this happened I think months before. I was invited to do a talk at Engage. If you don't know Engage, they're on YouTube. Just Google them, you'll see them. And so I was asked to give my story at Engage, and immediately got that invite. I said no. I was like, why am I standing in front of people and talking? And then in my mind, I didn't respond. I was just like, no, I want to do this. And then I started, it was at the back of my mind, so I just started thinking about it. And the more I thought, the more I started asking questions like, why don't I want to do it? Is it because I feel like my story should not go out there? Or, is it because of fear? Or is it because of fear, or is it because I feel like I have nothing to offer? Or I was just thinking in those lines, and eventually I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll do it because it's something that I've never done before. I'll do it because I feel like there's a part of my, not only personality, but also what I want to give the world is included in my story, I guess. And I feel like for the longest time I've been embarrassed about my story because there are different versions out there and versions from different people, and mostly I'm usually like, Kwani, see, you will just hear a version and believe it and go with it. But then I was just like, but it's people talking about me without a verification ya kujua like this is the truth and this is not. And so it was very liberating. So I did it. That was 2 weeks ago. I did it 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's been more than 2 weeks since I was here. Anyway, so yeah, it's 2 weeks ago, and honestly, there's just something that happened to me when I did it, because not only so they have coaches who talk you through doing the talk. So they will give you like pointers, like I remember the first time, because you have to say the story so that you can know, they can point out, like you can insist on this, you can block this, you can like just pointers, but not necessarily changing your story. And they were really helpful, because let me tell you, the first time I said it, well, in a time I talked for I think close to 45 minutes, and the general time that you have to speak is like 15 to 20 minutes. And so that was like me cutting down my speaking time to like halfway, and I was just like, how am I going to do this? How will I do this? But then I got to do it, and I really, so apparently I did not anticipate feeling all the feels that I would have had in breaking down the story, because now you have to break it down so that people can understand where you're coming from. And also there's something I learned. Maybe you can, if you have a public speaking thing or somewhere giving your story, you can take this pointer. So like Nani, there was one coach that said you sometimes giving details to something or like part of the story makes people like drift from the main story. And I was like, that makes sense, because that makes sense. So I was just like, okay, cool, so I need to write my story again. So I wrote it again and practiced saying it as I had written, which that one cut it down to 30 minutes, and then did it again, and there was some things I was like, this is giving too much details, this is giving too much details, cut. Okay, cool, say it again. It was 17 minutes. I was like, yo. So my practice makes perfect. So I stuck to that, and then that's actually what I ended up with. But as I was saying, I did not anticipate feeling everything that I went through in the story, like feeling everything. And that like made that, and also people's reaction made me realize like it was a lot. It was a lot. And like it just gives me another perspective about whatever that was. And that was crazy. And in deciding whether to do it or not, I realized, and this is something that was talked about yesterday. So this week there's a conference in church, and there was this speaker who was speaking, and she was saying how like there were so many things that happened to her when she was a girl, and growing up she will hear the voices in her, she will hear that her younger self voice in her head telling her no, why do you want to wear a skirt, and you don't have nice legs, or someone told her that she doesn't have nice legs. So she will hear herself telling her that why are you wearing that, why are you doing this. And I feel like we have that voice at the back of our head, Sana, because me, immediately I said no. I knew without a shadow of doubt that I was saying no from a place of feeling less than, feeling like I'm not enough, feeling like there are people who do this. I am not those people. I do not do that. And so like I feel like we need to have a mosemanyo. In another language, this is called a meeting. we need to have a meeting like by ourselves sometimes to re-examine, or just if you're making a decision, if you're choosing something for yourself, are you choosing it as the person that you are, or there are stuff from your past or voices of people telling you that you can't, or you're not good enough, or just stuff to make to dismiss you, or like to make you seem less qualified than actually who you are and who you have become. And so I remember at the end of the talk I said, the reason why I was giving the story is because there are many people who actually are going through everything I've gone through, and they think that they are alone. And I hope my story makes them feel seen and heard, because there's a thing about sharing, that sharing your experiences that make people feel validated and make people feel like they're not alone. They make people have hope that if you could get out of that this way, yeah, I have hope that I can. And that was my whole purpose of doing that talk, and not letting the voices in my head or the seeking of validation stop me from being all that God has called me to be. So it reminded me of a quote by Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou said that courage is the most important virtue to have, because without courage you cannot practice every other virtue consistently. And so I was like, that's so true, because you need courage to have hope. Let me tell you, if you are going through it, for you to see a better situation, a better reality for yourself, it takes courage, because you have to believe that there is better out there and it can be better. And that, I believe that takes courage. I believe it takes courage to be in love and fall in love. It takes courage because you're giving your heart to someone and you don't know if they will crush it. You don't know if they will, decide one day that they, don't want to feel or give you their love anymore. So it takes courage. It takes courage to be in love. It takes courage to have self-control. Like, for you to say that, no, that's not for me. And you're looking, maybe everybody around you is doing that, or everybody around you is doing things that you maybe told yourself you don't want to do. So it takes courage to say, no, this is not for me, and I do not choose that. So I feel like it's actually true. It's actually true that you need courage. And yeah, I hope I'm spreading the spirit of courage. Well, like, I feel like also going through some things, like for me, I believe like most of my courage came from the confidence that I have in everything that I've gone through. So like, going through grief and loss, sometimes it's very lonely, and because nobody really understands. And I feel like that happens for everyone, because let's say you lose a parent, there's a way parents relate different to their children. There is a way you can be raised by your siblings in the same household and have different experiences. I believe that's the same way parents have different relationship with their kids. And when you lose your parent, there's the way you grieve and the way you remember them, it's different than everybody else. So I believe like every experience you go through like gives you courage to be better. And also going through it, sometimes it makes you feel like, if I could go through this, if I could see the end of this, like truly there's something in me that maybe I haven't discovered yet, but it's there. But I feel like there's a word, the grit, the thingy, the thingy to be strong, that thing inside you that made you, get to where you are. If it's even surviving maybe suicidal ideations and being able to love your life and be confident in your life, that which made you get to this other side, I believe that it's courage. Actually, it's something birthing courage. It's a great birthing courage, or the experience birthing courage, or just courage just getting you through. And I feel like, yeah, courage does help. Yeah, it does help. It does help us. It does help us. Yeah, just do better and become better. Yeah, yeah. So I feel like now I'm at a place where I'm really trying to redefine my life, and I'm really trying to say yes to. I really want to say yes more to things that scare me. I want to say yes to things that I think I don't have the capacity to do. And I'm like, I want to do it because every time I've done something scary, like this podcast, being consistent and doing an episode every Wednesday has really made me see that I can actually do it. And so I'm just like, yes, I need to say more yes. I need to say more yeses to experiences that scare me and make me discover sides of me that I haven't met yet. Because even after the talk, I met people and they were like, oh my gosh, thank you for sharing your story. And I'm like, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. So yeah, that made me feel validated, made me feel like, yes, someone sees me, like people see me and they understand me. So yeah, I am happy that I got to do that. Yeah, so we're having hot chocolate today. And let me remind you, here at Beth and Beyond Bakes, there's so many things other than cake. By the way, there are donuts, there are cupcakes, there are slab cakes, and there are more than cakes. Anyway, yeah, there is more. There is more than just the kawaida, like just cake and cream. No. You can do like the slab cake is really good. They have a lemon flavor. I got it last time and it was so good. We've done cake, we've done cupcakes, we've done, like, I think I did the banana flavor. It was so good. So you can do cupcakes, you can do like a set of, like, I think they do six pieces, I think 6 or 10 pieces, I'm not sure. But like they make a pack for you and you can keep it in the fridge. You can take it, during the week, or you can decide to, anyway, for a birthday, like my birthday is this weekend and I'm getting a cake from Beth and Beyond Bake. So guys, is it your birthday like mine? Ebuoda cake. Their number, tell you the number. The number is 0745 056 457 0745 056 457. You can call them and then order, and then they deliver. You don't have to necessarily come to their store at Ngong Road Business Center, but also you can pop in because they do cake tastings. You can do a tasting of, some of the cakes they have, and, get to feel their flavor. Yeah. Yeah. And we are very happy to be hosted here. It's such a beautiful space. You should come and, onja keki. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's all we had for this week's episode. Also, I've been doing cup talks. Have you seen cup talks? So I've been doing cup talks, and I was actually telling my friend the other day, it's so crazy how many episodes I get from cup talks. Like I will get to a place where I don't have an episode for cup talks, and then that week I'll just meet a Uber guy a cab driver that will be just giving me like Nengia to Kogari, then they just start talking and I'm just like, yay, there goes my episode. But it's so organic. Aikwagi like scripted or even planned in any way. That's why sometimes you might feel like the sound, you can't hear the sound well, because sikwangi nimejipanga ati I carry my mic or a you know my or a tripod or something. No, inakonga tu like. But the one I did with Patrick's, of course it was planned because he was in the shot and we were in his car. But like every other one, just popping in and then we just start talking and I'm just like, thank you so much. So yeah, very grateful for all the new subscribers. Welcome. Here's Marya Prude Podcast. So we have the Cap Talks episode and we have this episodes. So I'll try and bring more guests. Let me work on it and then I will let you know, or I just drop the episode and then you'll watch it and then you'll tell me what you think about it, right? Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment.